TikTok has experienced massive growth in the last 12 months with nearly 1 billion monthly active users. This poses a great opportunity for business owners to hop on the app and reach a brand new audience. But as with any app, there is quite a learning curve. So I'm gonna walk you through all of that, and be sure to stick until the end because I'm gonna show you a super easy way to cross-pollinate your audiences for faster growth on TikTok. Don't worry, by the end of this video, you will have the knowledge and skills to actually shoot your very first TikTok video. So let's dive on in. I'm gonna take you guys on a walkthrough of the TikTok interface. When you open the app, you're gonna notice that there are 2 feeds side by side. The first is For You, which is like the wild, wild west. This is where you could see anything. You have no idea what you're going to see. And then there's also, to the side of it, by swiping right, you access your following feed, meaning you're only seeing the content of the people that you have chosen to follow. Most users spend 75% of their time on the For You page. A great comparison for the For You page is somewhere between the Instagram Explore page and Facebook's newsfeed. You're gonna see a whole variety of content here, some of which is tailored for you, some of which TikTok is testing in their algorithm. You're gonna see popular content, you're gonna see brand new content, you're gonna see content that may soon go viral. And just remember that the more time you spend on TikTok, the more your For You page is gonna be tailored for you, your interests, and what you like to engage with. But a great way to get started is to go and follow accounts for brands, businesses, influencers that are in a similar niche, but not necessarily competition. Now I'm gonna show you guys exactly how to record a TikTok video. So the very first thing you're gonna do when it's time to record is see in the very bottom of the screen, the plus button. That is where you record. So let's go ahead and hit it. So there are a ton of awesome features that allow you to actually record and edit within the TikTok app. So the first step is the flip functionality. There we have a clock. We have speed control, and this is where you control the final playback speed of your videos. If I record a video at 3x speed, it's actually gonna record a lot slower, and then it's gonna play back 3 times faster. If I record at 0.3x speed, we're gonna record really, really, really fast, and then it's gonna slow everything down in the final playback speed. So there's a lot of fun that can be had with that. Next up, we have the beauty filter. This is everyone's best friend. You can turn the beauty filter on to remove fine lines, anything that you want to, but I will be honest with you guys, this has a very fakey look in the wrong lighting. So I try to leave the beauty filter off as much as humanly possible. Next up, we have filters, and these are so much fun because you can play with them. There are some that are designed for your skin. There are some that are designed for architecture and landscapes. There are some that are designed for food, and then there are some that are designed for vibes, but you can actually mix and match and use different ones to get a different effect overall. It's up to you and your brand to decide if you want to go with a uniform look. However, I'm of the mindset that you can literally create a different look for each video depending on what suits the video most and makes it grab attention. Next up, we have the 3-second timer, and this is multifunctional. It has several different uses. First and foremost, it allows you to record hands-free, which is awesome. So the 3-second or 10-second timer are available here, and that is where you can adjust whether you have a 3-second head start or a 10-second head start. If you need to get set up or get to a different place in the shot, you hit start countdown, and then you can set your phone down, walk away, and start the process of filming. Now, this is where a lot of the TikTok magic happens, and that is in effects. These allow you to truly have fun with your overall creation process, and it allows you to create some really cool things. So let's just take a quick peek at some of these. A couple of the popular effects include green screen. So like right now, it looks like I'm in a city somewhere in Europe, and I can change it up. Look at this. I'm in front of me as a background. How cool is that? Next up, we have shake. And this one is especially funny when you're trying to accentuate the stress or anxiety or emotion of a moment. And of course, where would we be without the clones? Just imagine what all you could create with 5 clones of you standing behind you, backing you up with every single move. You don't have to apply an effect to an entire video. You're gonna use the multifunctional, as I promised, 3-second timer and the little red line to indicate how long you want to use an effect for. We've got the clone action going on. Now we can switch effects. Let's do the zoom. Now we're going to add this for a portion of the video. Once you're reviewing the video in playback mode, you can add some text, you can add stickers, you can add some effects, not as many as in pre-production, but the text is really helpful because it adds to the narrative of your videos. But remember, most people are watching 61 minutes per day with sound on. So that means the text is just there to add a little extra flavor. You can add some text by selecting that little button at the very bottom that says text. Now by clicking off of the text, I can resize it. By selecting the text and hitting edit, I can change the typeface. We've got several different options here, as you can see. You can also change the color of the text with these little bubbles at the bottom, and you can make it bolded, especially if you want to make sure that it shows up well across maybe a lesser desirable background. Now I'm going to show you a couple other features that are incredibly helpful as you create videos. The first is at the very bottom of the screen. You're going to see that there's the option of 15 seconds or 60 seconds. You can shoot videos up to 60 seconds, but this is really important. Don't start there. Start with 15 seconds and make sure that you've got the knack for creating videos before you go into longer videos. This is obviously just the recording process, but I'm going to show you guys what the process of actually publishing a video looks like. Up at the very top, you'll see the sounds. Here you can either discover sounds, look through their playlists, find the TikTok recommended music. Another option as well, of course, is to record your own sound when you're recording your video by hitting the big red button and holding it down as you record. This is going to, of course, record my own audio, and then it becomes a published sound within the app for others to even use. Now, once we're happy with this, we're gonna hit the red check mark and we'll hit the next button. And this is where you can add your captions and your hashtags. Now keep in mind there's a 150 character limit here. So the goal is to keep your caption very, very tight, full of keywords that tell TikTok exactly who to put it in front of, and then use hashtags that are mostly niched down in order to ensure discoverability. For this one, it would be me hanging out. Don't mind those typos for now. We'll just leave them. But once you publish a caption and a video with hashtags, there is no editing. So keep that in mind. TikTok auto-populates a bunch of suggestions for hashtags, so it makes it easier to find niche down hashtags. Let's add a few keywords in here and see what TikTok auto-populates. Let's do social media marketing. 7.2 million. That's a little high for most people. That'll work for me because a lot of my videos do go viral. When you're first starting out and building your account, I recommend trying to stay in the 5 to 6 figure search counts for hashtags. 40,000, maybe 120,000. Don't necessarily go into the millions until you have videos consistently performing. 11,000 views, that would be perfect for anyone building an account from the ground up. Your goal is to use up as many of the characters as you can. So it looks like we cap out right there. So I might put something that's really short to just put something there that fills out those final characters. From here, you can select your cover, and you want to pick the cover from your video that has the most action, so that when people see the thumbnail, they say, what's that? What's going on? And now we could post it or draft it. I'm gonna draft it for now. But I promised you that I would show you how to easily cross-post all of your TikTok stories to your other social media platforms for an instant organic boost and cross-pollination between platforms. So as you go to post a video on your TikTok, you have the ability down here right above the drafts button to share your posted video to your Instagram. You can redirect to Instagram to post this video. You can also share it via text message. And once you post the video, you have the ability to share it on even more platforms with a direct link. I'm gonna show you guys a couple more ways once your video is officially posted. So go ahead and click on a video you've already recorded. You're gonna select these 3 dots. So you can copy the link to share it anywhere you want. You can message it, SMS, Instagram, stories, Messenger, Facebook, Twitter, email, QR code, and other. There are so many different ways that you can literally use the content you've created on TikTok to share it elsewhere. But just remember, the content you create on TikTok might be a little bit different than the cultures of other platforms. Just keep that in mind as you share your content from TikTok out. So now you technically know the mechanics of TikTok. The best way for you to get started is to just go film your very first TikTok video. But if you want a little more behind the scenes strategies, check out the next video, because this is gonna give you my formula and my research process that we put into every single TikTok video we create. So you're set up for success.